Can you see my screen there?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah?
yes, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
just one second, I'll put it into a presentation mode. Yeah. Okay. So here is the piece which time and again, if you remember, I always used to tell that, if your family asks you what this company does and how will you explain, right? And we were always struggling. And always we try to say something about automotive, something about testing, something about software. But I think we are doing much more than that. And I think it's an opportunity today for us on a 21st Foundation Day that I will run you through. First of all, thanks, Neerav, for organizing on a very short note because it was on the work in progress. And yesterday we just did some brainstorming and I said to Neerav that can we do that? And actually he could put a lot of effort in the night and he could able to bring 5 o'clock in the morning to me. So thanks, Neerav. Thanks not for your effort. Let's run through that. Okay. So how we, first of all, what work we do, how we relate to this and what is our motivation for doing the work what we are doing today and how it is linked to the whole world or a planet or a people. So very first thing, as we all know, that we are living in this 21st century where we see there are a lot of challenges are coming in because of the way in which human operates. The first challenge we talk about the climate change. You already know that there are a lot of droughts, there are a lot of fire, there are a lot of heavy rains, floods, and so on. So this is one of the biggest challenge what our humanity is facing right now. The second biggest challenge, you already know about the human safety and transportation, that how many people die in accident every year. The third one is, which is the most recent, we are currently facing at the moment about the healthcare, where you see this kind of a pandemic, and no matter whatever plan you make, no matter advanced you are in technology, but you cannot cope up with this because no matter whatever you do, still it is less. And of course, the next one is about the food security, where the global population which is growing, and then if you really waste the food, and if you don't build the right technology to either increase the agriculture production or so on. So I think if you see in one way that we in the world, living in a world in 21st century where we really see there are a lot of things which are challenging and we need to address that. So whether we need to address that or who do it, what happens because of that. And then I think one thing for sure we all agree that there is an urgent need to protect our Mother Earth and humanity. So who take these challenges to improve our life, or who takes these challenges about this climate change or whatever it is happening, right? So I think in that whole world, I think there are two kind of organizations. They take these challenges head on. So of course, one is to help to protect the humanity. And the second one is with the advancement of technologies, how it can make our life more comfortable and convenient, right? So these are like enterprise and institutes. Institutes, I mean by research institutes. Enterprise means like organizations, like our customers and so on. And how they do it, basically they engage researchers and engineers. And they work continuously, either build the technology or use the technology to solve this problem on a day-to-day basis. So every research engineer solve this problem, and how the engineers solve this problem is by either leveraging their existing knowledge or creating new knowledge by new discoveries. And one thing we know that one person cannot solve all the problem, and that means engineers and researchers have to collaborate either within their organization or across the science community to solve the complex problem which require cross-domain competencies, and to leverage the network effect so that whatever problem we are facing as a humanity, whether those problems can be solved quickly, and even the technologies what we are building up, can it make our life more comfortable. So with this, it is very clear. We have a global, from the global community or society point of view, we have challenges. There are organization institutes who work on the challenges, and there are researchers and engineers who actually work within this organization to solve this problem. So how they solve the problem? Because as you know that whatever research and development used to take place 2 decades ago, and now you see the speed it is happening because of probably advent of new technologies. Maybe a lot of technologies I have seen come across about machine learning area, the artificial intelligence area, or big data and cloud computing area, where these technologies are available and people can use and maybe work in a collaborative way so that they can solve the problem quickly. So if engineers and researchers are working in this area to solve the problem, okay, then what the dream world look like? Let's see these engineers, how they can bring the solutions to, let's say, pandemic, or bring the solutions to this climate change, or develop the technologies to solve this, how they can do it quickly. Because I think the time is not in our side at the moment, because time is running against us, because we have many issues coming up. And I think the engineer researchers, if they have to develop the solution quickly, then basically what they need is, they really dream of a world where whatever their ideas come in, can they work on their ideas? Can they access the data which is required for their idea? Can they apply the advanced algorithms or machine learning techniques to find out the solutions? And can they share their knowledge with others? So if this kind of a world, if we are able to create, then definitely we are enabler to solve this problem. We don't solve the problem by ourselves, but we are becoming the enabler to solve this problem. And then if that is the case, then what is the problem? Why these engineers are not being able to work into this dream world what we are imagining? So first fundamental thing what we have seen is the people are working in isolations. The knowledge is there, but the knowledge is there in document. It's very hard for anybody to really leverage to solve bigger problem and connect them. And the problem becomes even more challenging, that if they wanted to apply these advanced technologies, then the technologies can't work on the document. They really need some kind of a structured way of organizing the knowledge. Then the biggest challenge basically is, okay, if the data is there, but again, if it's not clean, you cannot use it in algorithm. And I think, so all these people, they need a platform where the data, what they're organizing, algorithm can consume this data, and they can create new data, they can create knowledge out of that. So these are the challenges to realize the dream, what we see for researcher and engineer. So typical process of creating the knowledge or solving the problem by engineers or researchers when they work. So usually they have some ideas about how they can solve the problem. And for that, they wanted to verify their idea, and then they create the setup or experimental setup where they wanted to validate their idea. Once they got through the data, and then they wanted to analyze the data, we use maybe artificial intelligence, machine learning, or conventional analysis tool. And once they got the verification or validation of their idea, then they try to organize so that many ideas can be organized. And then many advanced algorithms you can apply on that, and you can find out more knowledge. And then you reuse and share. So I think if this is the kind of a structure, if it is there, then probably they can really live into the world where they can experiment on any devices, they can connect the data, they can analyze the data, they can apply the algorithm, they can reuse and reshare the knowledge. And to do that, what we are doing that, see, these are the challenges we have seen, because it's very difficult for them, because data is coming from different format and different tools and different analysis, different data is organized into the documents. And I think this is what we as a company try to help these researchers and engineers, that when they have an idea, they want to experiment, they can use a generic automation system, and they can connect to different devices and get the data in a form which they can process. Then we organize the data for them so that they can apply their algorithms, conventional analysis tool, or algorithms in a way in which the algorithms can consume the data. At the same time, since it's a process driven, so the data is organized, converted into knowledge, or converted information, which can be used to create knowledge. So this is how we want to help researcher and engineer to realize their dream, so that if they realize the dream, we solve the problem of the global world of sustainability. And we do this with these two platforms. You already know this. I don't want to go through that. Yeah. So now here, so you see that what the global problem was there, what the enterprise and research institutes are working towards it, who works it, engineers and researchers working it, what the problems are, and how we help them solve the problem. So this is what we as a company do. And as you say about the engineers and researchers, the engineers, when they wanted to work on engineering side, they can use Orbit platform. On the data knowledge management, they can use the Bricks platform. Of course, when we do this, then as I said that we don't do it by ourselves. We may involve our partners, let's say engineering service provider companies, the IT service provider companies. They can use our platform and deliver more and more services. The equipment supplier, they can use our platform to, let's say, they don't need to reinvent the wheel. The algorithm development people, they can build advanced algorithms which can be used by research and engineers. So they're all basically are providing services to either organizations like OEMs or the researchers. And then here, this is what we talk about when we talk about the digital part, about the Bricks area, which is helping them to connect the Orbit area, or let's say the engineering area, from physical to the digital area. And You see there that from the physical, it goes into the simulation area about the orbit side also, which help them to convert to digital. And at the same time, more on this advanced driving simulator and all, or maybe any technologies for simulation can be used for product development. So here, if you see, the integration is at the core of whatever we are doing. And one message, what you can see today, since I think 2.5 hours, we've been talking about orbit area, bricks area, engineering area, and so on. And probably one thing you will all will agree to it, that since integration is our core, and that by default goes without saying that our people, if they want to work on the core integration, this creates a continuous opportunity to learn new technologies. And you must have seen in all the presentation today what technology which we used in the past, what technology we are using now, and what technology we are going to use in future. That means there is a continuous learning and growth opportunities for all our people. And with that, we are also helping our customer to build this big picture. So I think this is what we as a company do. We will continue to do the same, because when the new technologies come, we will always integrate those technologies into our solutions and then help our customers to integrate those technologies. So I think this is our overall brand story, or what we as a company stand for. It's a work in progress. I want all of you to think about it, give us a feedback, whether if I introduce this brand story, of course, it will not be in the same form what we shown you today, but we are going to have a complete video animations and video graphics. There will be a lot of work is going around. This is just a fundamental foundation on which we will build our story, and that will be consistent across all our explanations or anybody who is following that. So you see there, the right from fundamental engineering all the way up to advanced artificial intelligence and machine learning technologies, we integrate each and everything into our product. And I think probably will be a very unique company which has a combination of engineering and IT. The best of engineering technologies integrate into best of IT technologies. And I think we have to spread this word that if any engineer want to work in the engineering industry and still want to leverage the advanced IT technologies, here is the place. And probably we will train more and more people in the future that how they can really work on the core engineering technologies there. So with that, I close this branding presentation here. And that's all from my side. And I wish you all for a very happy Independence Day. And I think we cannot have anything better than day to always celebrate our Foundation Day, because I think we wanted to prove something to the world that being independent, being India is Independence Day, and we are liberating our people. We are trying to build the confidence in our people's mind that if you have a fundamentals right, anything is possible, and we can develop solutions for the world. So thank you very much. And and I think give this feedback on this brand story later to the team leader and anybody, and help us to improve that. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Varun. Very nice.